On Davina McCall's new podcast, she sat down with billion-pound selling beauty boss Nicola Kilner, and she was opening up about her experiences of juggling life as a busy CEO and as a new mum. That's an interesting one, Jane. Should the child-free people in an office, whether they've grown up or whatever, sort of help out the ones who've got childcare responsibilities?
If they want to, yeah. I mean, I think that's great of him. And, you know, he's one of those smart people who thinks, actually, I'm in this office doing all these hours because a woman took time out from her career to have me. So many people forget that. You know, there are a lot of people in offices that go, well, why da-da-da-da? And you think, well, who gave birth to you, mate? They didn't give birth to you and then go back to... come back to work the next day. There has to be a bit of... But look, I get it. No, I don't think it should be like a legislation thing that somebody without children... You make choices in life.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you make that choice, you are perpetuating the population. We need women to have the babies. And so I think if there's flexibility in the workplace, great. But look, successive governments have got this wrong.
Yeah.
The whole childcare thing, there's so many smart, bright, hard-working women who would like to get back into the workplace after they've had a baby, but they can't, because either it's passed them by or to go back to work and pay for childcare, they'd be worse off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know, we need to get that right.
To sort out childcare in this country. Why? Why can we not? Why
Scandinavians get it right.
Well, they seem to get everything right.
Yeah.
Well,
A lot they get right. Sorry, I was
Is it always going to fall more on the female in a heterosexual relationship? Is that just an inevitability, do you think?
I think it usually is, but I think there needs to be more leeway for... Because men are sort of expected to just go straight back into work and the women will look after, blah, blah. But if the man's around, I think he should be able to call up his work and just be like, look, I need this week to help out and look after my child. I feel like sometimes it's frowned upon for the men, and I think maybe that would help solve it a little bit, so it's not down to other people's colleagues to pick up slack, because the women can maybe, I don't know, do it 50-50. If I had a baby now, God forbid, but if I had a baby, I think me and Ella would do it 50-50.
Does she know that?
Not the laugh. I would like to think.
That would be the presumption. It's funny you say that, though, and one of our producers mentioned this today, and I've never thought of this before, because, I mean, I guess my initial sort of response is, well, why aren't blokes doing more? But I actually get that it's probably, because of conditioning, quite difficult for a guy to say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going, so-and-so's got chicken pox, because of the culture that we are in. Yeah. So maybe we also need to make it easier for them to say, yeah, I have.
I do think it's getting easier since, weirdly, again, the great COVID reset.
Do you know, yeah, maybe,
because you know, my kids are in the sort of, well, 20s and 30s, and I look and the partnerships they have are very equal ones.
Yeah,
and I think there's a lot more working from home now, flexible working, etc. I do think it's become a lot better.
Right.
Than it was when...
So if Ellie was to have kids, do you think you'd be confident that it would be a more kind of equal thing?
Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. I suppose it depends also on your work environment and what they're going to offer you as well.
Yeah, yeah.